Hey guys, good morning and happy Monday to everybody. I just wanted to come on and make this video because I wanted to share my thoughts as I'm thinking in them at the time I am pondering them. Plus, how cute is this baby? I can't even stand the cuteness of this little girl. I can't. Can you not just take in all of the adorableness? Like even her little hand position when I put her in the DockATot is so cute. I love her in the DockATot, by the way. So for those of you that don't know what this is called the DockATot. It's like a travel crib, they call it, or a travel cot, or I don't know. People are not supposedly, there's been a lot of controversy about them, but people are told not to leave their living babies in it to sleep. It's not meant for that. It's just kind of like to have during the daytime while being monitored. But I know that a lot of people with their living alive newborns do use these in co-sleep sleep situations. But I don't know. I just love it because it's a great posing prop to use because it positions the baby in a way that is just really sweet. I really like the look of it. And I get a lot of use out of this, but I haven't shown her in it in a while, and I put her in it last night. So here we are. And I'm working from home today, so I wanted to come and just do a video this morning, come in and say hello to my precious little baby girl here. I just love her so much. And in this outfit, boy, does it bring out the color of her eyes. I noticed how blue-green they look with her in this outfit. I absolutely am adoring this outfit on her. It's so very pretty. It is a Liberty print from this current line from Jacquerie. So if you're interested, I know that when I posted pictures in the Facebook group, I had someone ask me where I got the outfit from. And the whole outfit is from Jacquerie, although I do believe these shoes are sold out in the smallest size. So if you have, I don't even know if they have only but like a size 19 or 20 left, last I looked. These sold out really fast. I've had them for quite some time. They're very pretty. They're a pretty scallop T-strap booty crib shoe. I just love it. And the tights they still have, so you can at least get like I've lost my words. You can at least get the basic outfit together. You can get the romper and the tights. You just probably, unless you find these on the secondary market somewhere, you might be able to find them. But yeah, she's looking so pretty in it, and I love that it's so different. It doesn't look like their traditional Liberty prints that they put out. So the first time I saw it when they released it very early on, I was all over it, and I've had it for quite a while. I just held on to it for a good period of time until I decided to put her in it, and even when I shared it with you guys. But yeah, loving her in this. So I'll probably leave her in this for a little bit. But what I'm thinking about, guys, is I'm really just having second thoughts on this whole hobby sharing on YouTube with everything going on with the FTC and COPPA. I have already made all the changes to my channel, so I'm deeming my channel as made for children because, you know, the more just like I shared in the previous video, the more I look into it, the more I think we wouldn't get the opportunity to explain ourselves, and these would be viewed as dolls, no matter whether we consider them toy dolls isn't really the point. The point is that because it's just like trying to explain to YouTube when they would flag our videos and make them not suitable, or they take away monetization for some people. Like, we don't really have a way to share our side or really explain what our hobby is about, and that these are high-end, very expensive, collectible items that are not made for children. Because also, when you look at the whole scheme of the hobby, we do have a lot of child collectors, and there are some collectors that are under 13 years old. And so that's where the argument can be made that these are indeed toys. So I'm trying to take that into consideration and be very smart about my choice, but it just makes me think, like, is it worth even fussing over? Because a lot of you, in response to my video yesterday, is like, I'm just going to shut down my channel, and one of my friends definitely has already done that, and she has a very big following. So it concerns me because I don't want to lose the good content that we have on YouTube. It's just such a bummer that this is going to cause so many people to shut down their channels because they just don't want to be bothered, or they don't have the time to really fuss around with the current and previous channels. And I know there is a quicker way on the it's on the desktop version of the Studio Creator. I didn't do it that way because I couldn't find it. Believe me, I would have done it in one bulk, mark all past. But a lot of us have some mixed in, not totally non-doll related videos, which I did. I just marked them all as made for children just because it was easier just to do all of them at once. But so there is a quicker way on your desktop that you can change in one click, I guess, all of your past videos. So if I can figure out how to show you guys, maybe I will post that in a video, but I know it's on the desktop Studio Creator. I think it's on the beta version, and some of us don't even have access to the beta version. So I urge you to check there, and it's through your settings through that. You definitely cannot do it in one full fell swoop on your phone. I know that much, I'm pretty sure of that. But anyways, the point of me sharing this conversation is that it's got so many of us really up in arms. And I totally see why, because it's if you get this wrong, you guys, like we stand to be potentially fully removed from YouTube, the community altogether, the platform gone, we can remove our channels. But not only that, like I'm less worried about that happening. I mean, I wouldn't like that to happen, but it's more about the fines. And I know that there's been some chatter out there that it's only going to be the big channels. No, it's not going to be just the large channels. Here's the thing. From what I have seen and heard about the FTC is that they will run their own algorithms. They'll have their own systems in place, and they said they are very good systems that will catch the metadata that they think, and here's the key, is that it's what they think is appealing to children. And the word appealing is where it gets us all hung up, because any doll of any kind can be considered appealing for children. No matter how expensive it is, really doesn't matter. And if we're using props such as a toy like that alone in your video could be appealing to a child. This, another doll. Bottles, pacifiers. It doesn't matter whether or not you and I see our content is made for children. It's how the FTC will view it, and whether or not they would even take the time to say, hey, let me explain to you that why this is not meant for children. That's the problem I have, is that YouTube, you know how hard it is to communicate with YouTube unless you have a channel manager that helps you, and that usually means you're a huge channel creator and you have a lot of content and you make a lot of money, and that's how you're able to communicate, and they have people that will help you. I do not have a channel manager. I mean, technically I have one assigned to me, but getting an answer out of them is literally not helpful at all. It's really like pulling teeth trying to explain yourself to YouTube. So I'm thinking that it's not going to be easier, it may even be harder to try to explain away yourself why you chose to mark something as not meant for children when they view it as being meant for children and appealing to children. So that's the scary part of this, is I don't think we're going to have the chance to defend ourselves if we make the wrong choice for our channels. Now, in the back of my mind, I am still holding out hope that something may be reevaluated for this whole COPPA regulation, because I know that there are many channels taking a stand. There is one particular channel that has put up a petition to share your thoughts and share your comments to the FTC, and it goes directly to the FTC. I have actually shared a comment. I have signed the petition so that they can maybe see our side of why we don't agree with the way that they're handling this regulation and how it really doesn't help children in the end, because that's what this is really making me irritated about, is the fact that they're putting all this in place, but parents are still allowing their children to watch and view adult videos, period. There's no enforcing of that. Parents have already allowed kids to be doing this on their channels for years now, which is part of the problem of the exposure, and we're supposed to be protecting children. I'm all about protecting children, but when their own parents aren't policing them and keeping them off the adult, platform that YouTube is, that's where I have a problem. I think that they're putting all of these stifling regulations in place that hurt us, and they're not helping children in the end. If your goal is to help children, then make sure that it's actually helping children, is the way that I think about it. And parents, you need to parent your children. You have to look at what they're watching, get them enrolled, start an account on YouTube Kids. You have the ability to do that. Just because you share devices, you log out of one and you log into another, and boom, they're on a kids platform that's meant for them. That's how this should be handled. The FTC should be looking at parents allowing their children and giving it back to the parents to control their children, look at their privacy settings, make sure that they're, monitoring what their kids are watching. Putting it on all of us collectors just seems, all of us collectors, my apologies, I misspoke. Putting it on all of us channel creators is not going to fix the problem. So, therefore, those are my thoughts, but I'm just rethinking the whole thing. I'm just, if it's really going to be as bad as they say, is it worth even having a YouTube channel? It makes me take pause to the reason why I even came into YouTube, why I share my dolls on YouTube, is for the community of, reaching out and connecting to all the other collectors out there. So if comments can't be had on my channel because of this COPPA regulation, how much fun is it really going to be? I don't know. I'm going to have to wait and see, but I am holding out that something will change, and as it rolls out, maybe the FTC will realize that this really isn't fixing the problem of children under the age of 13 watching adult videos and the advertising that's attached to them and all of that. I'm really, really hoping that something will be like, wow, this isn't working, let's change this. I think we went about this the wrong way. That's what I'm holding out hope for. I don't know if it'll happen, and I'm just kind of sitting back. I was talking to one of my friends last night, and really for me, it's safest for me to deem my channel as made for children until I see what happens as this rolls out. And I believe everything goes into place in January. We are making this distinction with our channels, but I don't think it fully takes effect with the things that will follow, the comments being disabled and notifications being turned off for your videos coming up, things like that. I don't think they're going to take place until after the new year, so I'm going to just wait it out and see how I feel about things and about YouTube as a platform to use to share my dolls at that point. I know that many of you are thinking, I'm just going to go over to Instagram. That was said in a comment underneath yesterday's video, that I'm just going to go to Instagram. I'm going to go to Facebook. I'm going to go here. I'm going to go there. Listen, guys, be forewarned. The FTC has stated flat out, this is why I encourage people to go watch the videos up on the FTC talking about this, because they have made it very clear that YouTube is not the only platform they're going to be going after. YouTube is just the start. So Instagram, Facebook, anywhere where you can share videos that are exposing children that may have some exposure to this, they're going to be looking at those platforms as well. So just because you're moving to a different platform doesn't mean that you're going to be able to avoid this. So be very careful and pay attention as they start going after some of these other large platforms for video making. So it's just my thoughts, guys. You guys can do whatever makes you feel comfortable. Like I stated in yesterday's video, I'm not telling anybody what to do. You take everything that I share with you with a grain of salt. I am not an expert. I am only sharing with you my thoughts and opinions about how I feel about the changes and what I feel is comfortable for my channel. I'm not telling people what to do whatsoever, and I would never do that. So you have to really weigh the pros and cons of making the choice you make and what's going to work best for your channel, and kind of go with that. And right now, I feel the most relieved since I made the decision and then changed over all of my videos. I just don't want the headache. I don't want the stress of worrying, what if I made a mistake and I get fined? Like I said yesterday, I cannot afford to be fined anything near $42,500 and some odd dollars. It would ruin me financially and then some. So yeah, those are my thoughts, guys. I hope you understand where I'm coming from. I'm just having a hard time with so many people asking me more and more questions, I'm trying to do the best I can to try to answer them to the best of my knowledge, but I'm not an expert on this. And I encourage every YouTube channel creator who puts out videos to go and do your own research. Go listen and watch the FTC videos about this. Watch all of the YouTube videos about this so that you can make an educated decision that's going to be best for your channel. That's really, really important. You have to be the one that's comfortable. If you're going to, decide not to mark your channel as made for kids and you have the potential of being fined, you have to know this and you have to understand that it could be a big life-altering decision if you get it wrong and they do start enforcing it and fining channel creators like they have threatened to. So I want the best for everybody out there. I want every channel to succeed, and I want to see all of my fellow YouTubers that are putting good content out there to stay and keep putting content out there. So my hope is that it won't be as bad as we're expecting, but I'm also preparing for the worst, and I think that all channels should be. And just so you're prepared for whatever happens. But yeah, those are my thoughts, guys, on this lovely Monday morning. I'm so glad I'm home working. But that's little Miss Monroe. Love her in this. Ugh, just love this baby so much. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed my thoughts. I got a lot of good feedback on yesterday's video. So thank you for all of you that have provided assistance to those that needed help with the changing and updating your channels with your videos, choices, and all of that. So thank you. I appreciate anybody that's willing to share how to do different things that I may not know how to do. And yeah, that's pretty much it for me today, guys. I hope you all have a great Monday. And Monroe and I will see you all soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.